My name is Dr. Kenny Ayo Ade. I'm here again to continue a series we started yesterday on hello greatness, validation addiction, or approval addiction if you like, aka people pleasing syndrome. I give clarity, wisdom, insight, balanced perspective on issues, godly perspective also on issues as it borders on our emotions and our mind care, because this has a huge impact on our body, soul and spirit well-being. I speak to teenagers, young adults, and anyone who consider themselves young at heart, seeking to evolve to be a better version of themselves in this journey of purpose and fulfilling God's purpose for their life. So let's go straight to the point. Yesterday I started telling us about this kind of addiction and some of the signs. It's very important we know these signs so that we can recognize them when they come up and be able to deal with them. The first step towards recovery from this kind of people-pleasing syndrome, which is a form of addiction, is for us to recognize them and be able to deal with them. First of all, let me begin by painting a picture of some of the likely patterns or some of the likely origins of this addiction. For example, if you came up or you were brought up from a family setup where you only got warmth, affection, praise, compliments from your parents when you did exceptionally well, then you may struggle with this kind of addiction. This is because you saw that as you grew up, the only time your parents actually applauded you, bragged about you, approved of you was when maybe your report card was good, your grades were up, you were well behaved, and those times where you made some mistakes and you were not really coming up to their standard, you saw the disapproval on their face. They didn't hide it, they verbalized it, and so you didn't like how that felt, which is really normal. And so this is why parents have to be taught you need to upgrade. You need to know that you do not only give warmth and affirmation and attention to your child only when they are well behaved. There's sometimes they might not be as well behaved, they may not come up to the standard you want as a parent. That is the time where you give them your attention, you let them know, see, I'm here for the long haul, we are going to deal with this together, I love you, and what you're doing and what you're doing right now does not define you. That is how you can actually make your child come up to be a balanced adult, not having to think that they have to do a lot to get your attention. For busy parents, you fall into this category where you really don't have time for your kids, and they know this, and because of that, they try to go into attention-seeking behavior. They do a drama, they throw tantrums only because they want your attention. I know people way back in secondary school who will cause trouble in school just because they wanted their parent to actually talk to them. And so these are the origins of addiction. So we grow up into adulthood, or maybe you're a teenager right now, you're growing into that, and you now discover that this is my winning, surviving mechanism. This is how I know how to do it, because this is what I did and got away with when I was my parent, or as my parent and was raising me, as a matter of fact. And so you discover that you have to do something, and so that is what has given back to having to gather affirmation, gather material things, gather external things to actually validate you. You acquire things you don't need just to make a statement. You crave so much for respect, and you go out of your way because you really want to be affirmed. You want that passive affirmation and respect and acceptance. You want it to just be glaring. People, even now at the advent of social media, people go on social media and do crazy things. Post nude, teenagers especially. You post nude, you dance nude, you just do all sort of crazy things. You know that it's not in keeping with your inner values, or you just want to do it because you want people to say, wow, you're hot, you're looking this, you're looking that, and you crave for every like. I know people who look at their phones, to determine how good their post was or how good their picture was by the amount of likes they have. And all these things actually gives you a distorted self-belief that you're actually worthy. And that is not it. Your validation does not come from your external source. It actually comes from your internal source. I will go deeper tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow. It's going to be wonderful. We're talking about validation addiction, people-pleasing syndrome. Are you an addict? I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Jesus loves you more. Bye.